Fortune lady told my mama before I saw the sun, said your boy's gonna love too hard and break more than one. You're gonna make sweet women laugh and cry, laugh and cry, in a whole wide world. Laugh and cry. Gonna ask him why, laugh and cry. But you know why I'm torn. Everybody knows I'm torn. Yeah, you know I'm a midnight man. Everybody knows.
Evening. Right, well, I've arrived back at my favourite spot on Pendle Hill, and tonight I'm actually staying here. You remember the last video, I was called back to base camp to help out late evening with a family issue, so I've still to use that lovely new Bivi which I've showed you in the last video, but tonight is the night. Oh, there's my hot water, just excuse me a moment. There we go. Yeah, so I really will get to use it tonight and be able to report back not just how big and lovely it was, which I said in the last video, but actually whether it's any good and whether I actually got a good night's sleep and all those sort of things. So I've got that to come. One change from last time, and it is only one piece of kit that's changed from last time. I've got this little lightweight table. You can see the white table here, to replace the metal one I had before, which was really good, but it was quite heavy. When I was reviewing the weight of the various things I had in my kit bag, my backpack, it was one of the heaviest things. So I've got this one now, which again I saw on the Paul Messner site. The only thing I'd say is that on a windy night like tonight, there's a good chance it might blow away if I'm not careful. So maybe it's the metal one on the windy nights and the plastic one at the lower altitudes and on nights when it's not quite so blowy. I'm hoping that the next video I make will be a lowland video in the bivvy that I'm going to use tonight, the stealth bivvy I talked about in the last video. So I'm hoping to find myself a spot near a reservoir or river and to spend the night there this time. But I thought, since this is the very first night I've been in the bivvy, I perhaps ought to come somewhere more familiar, where I know the lay of the land, before I go for my first real stealth camp. So quite a short video tonight, really just to set the scene and to tell you about my plans for the next video. It's not quite as warm up here tonight. There's some cloud around, which I'm hoping will pass later this evening and I'll see the sunshine, but sat here in the shade with this breeze, it's clearly not t-shirt weather. I've got my jumper back on, and I've even brought a little jacket with me as well in case I need that. I don't think it's going to reflect the temperature for sleeping. I'll be out of the wind. It is the wind that's causing the chill, and I do hope these clouds over here will pass. You can see them in the above my head, the dark clouds. There's no rain forecast, and my watch app here tells me that temperature wise it's only going to go down to 11 degrees, which is not too bad, and that by 8 o'clock the clouds should have dispersed. That's about half an hour, so that's good. In the meantime, I've got my first cup of coffee, and as you know, my favourite cake, my pain au raisin from Tesco's, which I'm going to enjoy. Now, I had a little experiment this afternoon. just for a bit of a laugh. If you go onto my channel, you'll see a video about why I like to solo wild camp, and I prepared it in a slightly different way. I took a piece of really nice footage of a sunrise from Bowler Knots. It's a beautiful orange sky. It's worth watching the video just to see the sun come up. But and those of you who watch my channel will have seen that in two videos. The original one where I stayed there, and another where I just entitled something like "Do sunrises get any better?" or something like that, because it was beautiful. It's worth seeing. And for people who just want to watch a short video, I thought that was quite good. Now, so what I've done this time is I've got a video which I put up earlier on today, which is about why I solo wild camp and the sort of psychology that I think is in behind it. Now, I did a bit of research to prepare that video, and I also did something which I've never done for the first time, and I may never do it again. But actually, I found an app which does it clones your voice. Could get myself into all sorts of trouble here. Anyway, so I had to go with that. So the voice you hear on the video is not me. It's my cloned version reading the script which I wrote about why I like to solo wild camp. So I got the script after the research, wrote it all down, read it a few times until I was happy with it. Then I got the app to record my voice and to clone it. It only needed to listen to me for 30 seconds and it had my voice. And it's like 90% right, 95% right, which is quite scary. And then I got it to read the script and produce an audio file, which I then added to the video. So, full disclosure, if you watch the video, it may sound like me, but it's actually my clone that's reading the script. And it explains really why I think solo wild camping is so attractive to myself and people who are wired up like me. So please have a little listen to that. Let me know what you think. So, right, I better drink my coffee. It's going to cool down in this breeze, and have my my cake. I'm sitting here patiently waiting for another 30 minutes for the sun to come out. See you in a minute. Well, for once weather forecast was right. That cloud has disappeared over the horizon, and I've got a lovely blue sky, and the sun is shining on me again, which is what I was hoping for this evening. I mean, it's no point going into the Bivi until quite late when it's actually dark. I'm just going to lie here on my little tarpy ground sheet thing and enjoy the view, which I'll just share with you in a moment. But yes, that nice warm sun is what I was hoping for. I generally don't unpack much. I mean, I've got my jet boiler and my table and my cup out, my water obviously, and I brought a pair of binoculars with me this evening. So I'm hoping to see if I can actually see my house. Well, the sun did come out, but it didn't get that much warmer, and I'm actually shivering at the moment. But there is my Bivi all set up, and everything else is in that black dry sack to the morning. The sun is setting over there, and in a short while I'm going to be inside my sleeping bag, nice and warm. So for a very breezy and slightly chilly Pendle, please wish me well, and I'll see you in the morning. Sorry, my hands are shaking. They're just a bit cold. Okay, I'm in my Bivi. You can see the solid bit, if you like, of the Bivi behind me, flapping in the breeze. It is a very blowy night, and but now I'm out of the wind, and I've got to my legs and lower torso in my sleeping bag. I'm already starting to feel a lot warmer. It was just the chill factor of that wind, and sat out there. It was pretty chilly. So I've turned the camera around, or the phone around now, so you can see what I can see out of the end of the Bivi through the netting. I'll probably leave it like this tonight. I've positioned the Bivi to protect me from the wind, and I'm now looking up towards the very top of Pendle Hill. I've come down a little bit to try and get some shelter from the wind for tonight. In front of me, that black bag is where all my rucksack and everything that's in it are for the night, to keep them dry. But I think with this breeze there won't be any dew, and certainly no rain. And then in front of me here, sort of things I might need: tissues, my old pillow, my glasses, my little bag of goodies, a hat, and a towel there in case there's any condensation in the morning inside the Bivi. But otherwise, we're all set. So one last view of the setting sun. Just open the Bivi briefly. The wind is meant to slow down a little bit tonight, so it should be all right. There we go. Oh, lovely view. So from Wild Camping for you, I hope you're enjoying the video, and all being well, I'll see you in the morning. Well, look at that. That's the view from my view this morning. Just woken up. There's the end of my Bivi. Move my legs. Beautiful sunrise. That's a Eurasian skylark, if you can hear a bird. It looks like on my app. Well, good morning. What a beautiful sunrise that was. Hopefully you enjoyed those shots. I'm just going to pan round here. That's where I slept last night. Leave no trace. Well, a bit of crushed grass, that's all. And there's Pendle Hill behind me. And then one last look at that sun well above the horizon now. And I'll pan round so you can see the Oval Valley in all its morning glory. There we go. Beautiful day. I start to feel the warmth of that sun at last. It was a lot chillier up here last night than I planned for, really. Should have brought my fleece. Note to self. Wind chill factor can be significant. But learning all the time. There we go. But now I've got that warm sunshine on my face, and I'm going to start my walk back down into that valley to collect my car and go and have a nice coffee. I know a coffee shop in Clitheroe that opens early, so we're there for a nice coffee, and then later on a nice breakfast at another cafe which opens just a little bit later. And that, timing wise, should be just perfect then. So I'll get home as my lovely wife wakes up, hopefully after a good night's rest without me wriggling around next to her. So there we go. Doesn't it look beautiful? You can see behind me there. Look at that. But I'm not going to forget that sunrise in a long time. That was truly magnificent. And I'll make sure I include a good slot in this video to show you that footage. Because I don't think I'm going to see sunrises as good as that every time I go wild camping. So, from Wild Camping for You and from me, Mike, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. All the very best.